coming to you lively lively from the Cascade Mountains of Washington, right?
I don't think we're in them.
I think we are. The last place said the entrance to the Cascade Mountains.
Well, I was expecting more snow.
Speaking of mountains, I'm not entirely sure. We're not entirely sure if it's Mount Rainier or Mount Adams, but we're thinking it was Mount Rainier. We could see something as soon as we left today, close after we left. It was like way in the distance. We come around this corner, and then way out there is just this awesome, huge mountain fully covered in snow. That is pretty right there. So that was really cool, and I have to say that Washington is growing on me a little bit. It's still really dry, which actually surprises me, but there is more green intermixed, and we're back in the mountains.
And there's a lot more trees now.
Yes, and these mountain streams get me every time. I like those. Belle's kind of freaking out a little bit about not witnessing fall or the seasons change of what we're used to in Wisconsin, of leaves changing color and so forth. So we did find a couple of red
Yeah, they were maple
today.
trees.
Maple trees.
Oh yeah.
I can't see you at all.
I'm drying.
Dude,
How about that?
Uh-oh.
going down.
How's your chocolate chip?
Oh,
Please
man.
don't break my arm. Thank you.
Still can't see you.
I'm here now. Hi, Doobie.
Can we stop dirty, please?
No.
There you go. There's the
So, we had a cat.
Yeah.
Somebody want to tell the cat story?
Oh, and do you want to tell the cat story or should I?
We should pull off and take some pictures with
So-
this stream.
The first day that we arrived at our last campground, there was a cat that we had found later into the day, and it was just sitting, it was kind of just chilling over by a tree. And so we stayed over there, we gave him pets for a while, and eventually the people who owned him came and picked him up. And then, the next day, we saw him again in the same spot. This time we did, as far as I am aware, we did not pet him this time. And then the next day, which is today, wait, no,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
yesterday.
You
Yeah,
can
let
pick
me-
up at today. It's fine.
Yeah, so he decided to climb up a tree that was next to our RV. And my dad was the one who noticed this, but it went up the tree, looked up at the top of our RV, hopped onto a slide, and then went on top of our RV and sat down.
He stayed there for quite a while too.
He did.
He was trying to get down, but then every time he'd look at the tree that he jumped onto the roof from, he kind of freaked out a little bit, and I was kind of nervous he was gonna put holes in the awning actually.
Didn't Dad didn't he just kind of like
And then
down?
Dad tried to get him, but the cat wasn't a
Yeah, he
huge
wasn't
fan of
having
that.
He just
And eventually he did jump back into the tree where he first came from and climbed down. Then he wouldn't leave us alone. And we were trying to pack up,
yeah.
and he just sat on the stairs. And it's to the point where I was trying to take the carpet, off the stairs, and he was sitting on the top stair, and I needed to take the carpet off. And yeah, we're pulling over.
I don't know why. Oh, maybe we're pulling over just so these people can pass us.
Oh.
That was it. We drive slow.
Yeah, we drive slow.
That was nice of us. Okay. Oh, shit.
Anyways, I forgot. Oh, I
You had to
remember.
pick it up.
Okay, the cat. So yeah, I was trying to take the carpet off the stairs, and the cat was sitting on the top one, so I just kind of kept fidgeting it, and it wouldn't move, and finally had to pick it up to take it off so I could pick up the stairs, but he was just very friendly and
Jumped in the basement.
Yeah, he jumped in the basement.
He jumped in. Like
Under-
I had
under storage.
the first time we had to chase him out of the basement. Like we had to physically knock on the basement a bunch to make him move out of the basement. And then the second time he tried to hop in, but I pulled him out. I physically grabbed his legs and pulled him out before he could.
So as far as we know, we do not have a cat.
But that could change at
But
any
if
moment.
we do, we have affectionately named it Bells because it had a bell collar.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Those jingles.
Fortunate.
Can you guys see this?
I
I wish we could turn my camera. I wish my phone would turn around so you could see back and forth some scenery. Otherwise, we'd have to like cut and splice all those fancy editing words. So then, okay, Cat, we left. Mount Rainier was really cool from the distance, and that's the area that we're headed right now. Is kind of in the center of the state, south of Mount Rainier. And then apples.
Oh yeah.
Lots and lots of apples.
So many apples.
It's obviously apple season. We're kind of missing that back home, and not being able to pick your own where we went anyways. Stopped doing that, but just to go buy apples and apple cider donuts and apple cider. But I even looked up here. There's a giant golf cart.
That reminds me of festival.
Like,
it's a giant festival shopping
just
cart.
like
but
festival
not
has that
festival.
giant, shopping. Keep it like golf cart, shopping cart. Somebody's towing it right there through the mountains. Anyway, apples, semis filled with apples, and filled, and
Most of them
many
were
apple
grapes.
orchards. I wish like the city would smell like apples. That would be pretty cool. But they weren't so much trees. They were more like apple V's, like two big branches, not very tall, so they could reach everything. That's how they were growing all the apples. That's how they
also
pruned them.
all the way they stored the apples to take them, like they just put them in a bunch of crates and stacked them. They didn't have lids on the top ones or anything.
Some of them did on the semis. Some of them didn't.
but most of them were like that. And then there were a few that were actually in like a refrigerator car, but other than
And then,
My handy helper. Okay.
that,
okay,
oh well.
down there with the chocolate chips. Okay, here's this.
I'll just hold it for now, I guess.
I was sad though when we went around an off ramp that there was, must have been fairly recent. The truck wasn't there anymore, but all the wooden crates that the apples were once in were all busted open on the sides, like the, I don't know, semi tipped over or everything spilled off, and thousands of apples on both sides of the road. So I guess it was probably all over the road at one point too. So that was sad to see all those apples. I hope they take them somewhere for some animals to enjoy or something. These rocks are cool. They're like somebody glued a bunch of rocks together.
What was the other thing that we
License plates we've been chatting about a lot.
decided?
Got it.
Yeah, but what were we chatting about them? Or just the thing that I said it was like way longer here in Washington. The license plates were longer.
Washington does have, or seems to have several digits and numbers. They also have several different kinds, like a variety of you could pick from apparently.
I think Montana had the most variety.
Yeah. So Wisconsin has some. You can pay for different license plates, right?
Nobody does.
I did once.
Good for you.
And Washington has quite a different variety, and then Montana had, I think we lost track, at least 10
yeah, they had a ton.
different kinds of license plates, and then
almost every single one had a buffalo.
and almost everybody had, I shouldn't say that, probably half of the cars had personalized license plates
Oh yeah, they
in
did.
Montana.
It was, or like I felt Ethan and I were discussing when we crossed into North Dakota. There was way more personalized license plates.
Maybe it doesn't cost anymore.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Or maybe they're like, what do you want on your license plate? Okay.
Oh, but like also the fact that for whatever reason in Washington, people seem to drive a lot closer to you,
Oh yeah, our travel.
even though there's like a lot more space that they should be giving you.
Yeah, bigger cities tend to do that, but well, the mountain we went up, it was I give credit to Washington. It was really, we kept going up and up and up. It was really long, but they didn't make it super steep. It was very gradual, and then it was also 3 lanes of highway, both up and down. So that made it much easier. There's some really slow, heavy semis, and then there's us. But at one point, things were chugging along pretty slow due to some semis, and people where I was afraid they were going to hit our bikes. They were just that close. Like, we're going uphill and you're braking. Just chill out a little bit. That's not our travel tip. Belle has our travel tip for the day.
Okay, our travel tip for the day, I forgot it and then I remembered. Our travel tip for today is to drive with your headlights on. It increases visibility a lot, and yeah, it just makes you more visible to other people. It helps you see a little better, and you know, even if it does just help the tiniest bit, it helps a little bit more, if nothing else.
It does.
Otherwise, Hey will track you down and stare into your soul.
Just turn your lights on.
Are we gonna the viewer questions?
Oh, the viewer questions. Yes.
One was where are we going?
Where are we going?
Or coast of Oregon, right?
So right now we're kind of cutting across Washington. Our stop tonight will be south of Mount Rainier. We'll stay there for a few days, do some exploring, and then we'll still be in Washington after our next stop, and then we'll start to head down the Oregon coast. So that's kind of the near future route. And then we were also asked,
Music choice.
well, yeah, we asked for people's questions to help entertain us and to fill you in on what you wanted to know as well. On my Instagram stories for the Rainbow Radish. So, music.
I have done a very good job, if I do say so myself, making sure we had pop stations and top 40 stations pretty much the whole way. I've done a pretty good job. I think the last half of North Dakota and most of Montana, a good chunk, if not all of Montana, I couldn't find anything. But I did, everywhere else, I've managed to find a pop station, whether it's, you know, pop in general or top 40.
She looks it up on her
I
phone.
look it up on my phone, I have a radio
We're not
locator.
quiet riders.
No.
We all like music. So when we're not able to get like a general pop station, we have some CDs.
Because we're not listening to anything other
And
than
my
pop. I'd rather
phone.
die.
We have One Direction, of course. We have Moana, of course.
Mumford and Sons.
Mumford and Sons,
Fun.
and
Beach Boy.
Fun, and we just
Rascal
recently,
Flatts.
oh, I forgot about Rascal, and we just recently purchased
Beach
the Beach
Boys.
Boys. Those CDs have gotten good use.
And then
Should have gotten the Olivia Rodrigo CD
Yeah.
instead.
I don't know that one.
You know it.
Owen has Spotify, and he's able to sometimes set us up on some of his playlists when we can't get music. So that's been beneficial too. So, good question. Good question. Thanks for asking. All right, folks. Ooh,
Yeah, we
our
read a
talk show
little
is getting longer. All right, was that darn cat story? All right, I hope you all having a lovely day. Have a lovely week. Until next time.